Hi, this is David. This is a follow-up to the video I did the other day. The other day was a very beginner HIIT, high interval training video. And it's a very beginner level because what I was advising is 1 unit of work for 2 units of rest. Now, I was advising 30 seconds of exercise with 1 minute rest. Now, if you do any research in the internet or look up other routines from other people, you usually see that the instructor advises only 15 seconds of rest. Okay? And you may wonder why I'm advising such a big rest interval. It's because I've worked with a few different individuals who were not really fit to start out. And starting out with beginners, if you make it very difficult, they don't stick with it at all. Okay? And that's for several reasons. Number one, they're adults. They don't remember what it was like to run around in the schoolyard, run fast, get really out of breath, your heart beating. They don't remember what it's like. So when their heart starts beating fast and they start breathing real hard, they get afraid. They think they're about to have a heart attack. Okay? And they're just not used to the body's normal response to heavy exercise. Now, after they've been progressed a little bit, they can start to have longer exercise intervals and shorter rest intervals. But I advise if you haven't been doing high intensity work and you're not in excellent shape, you go ahead and you start off with 1 unit of work to 2 units of rest. Then later on you progress to half and half, which would be like perhaps 30 seconds of exercise and 30 seconds of rest. And as you progress over time, you have longer exercise intervals and shorter rest intervals. Okay, what I'm going to show right now is a more advanced interval training routine. It uses the same 3 exercises that we used the other day. It's going to use squat thrust, 60-pound dumbbell swings, and jump rope. Okay, and what I'm going to do here is have intervals of about 2.5 work to 1 rest. Okay, now it's not exact because what I'm doing here is using repetitions for the exercise portion rather than seconds. Now, plenty of people advise you to use seconds. I prefer repetitions. You can time yourself the first time on how many, say you want to work an average of 45 seconds. You can time yourself a couple of times and see how many repetitions you do in 45 seconds. And then on future occasions, simply make it your goal to do that number of reps. Now, here's the reason I prefer that. It makes it easier to chart your progress over time. If you are simply using the clock, okay, and you record that in your little exercise journal, it's hard to compare that a month later or 2 months later to see if you've progressed as far as your fitness goes. But suppose you're doing a set routine. You say, I'm going to do 20 reps of this, 20 reps of that, 20 reps of that, take a break of this amount of time, then I'm going to do it again, and say I'm going to go through the circuit 3 times or 4 times. Okay, you can time yourself for the entire routine, okay, and record your time. Then a month later or 2 months later, you can do that same routine and time yourself and use the same number of reps and the same rest intervals and compare your time to your previous time. And that'll let you chart your progress and see if you're making any progress or if you're slipping. It's a good indicator. When you're just clocking 30 seconds work, 15 seconds rest, I don't really see any valid way to compare yourself over time to see if you're progressing, other than recording how you might feel. But I don't like that because your head plays games with you. Okay, you never know whether you're really physically tired or whether it's all up here and you're just kind of lazy. And you don't know whether you pushed yourself a little bit harder one day than you did the next day. You might have been in an inferior level of fitness, but you may have been more determined, have more willpower, and finished a routine faster. Another day you may actually be in better physical shape, but you don't push yourself as hard. So that's why I like doing the repetitions. It lets you chart your progress. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and start right now. the exercise portion is already done. But I'm going to go ahead and do it. And also, in this particular one, you have a better view of the dumbbell swing so you can see the form a little bit better. Here we go.
On for 10 minutes. Ready? Set. Go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, We rest until the clock hits the 2 minutes and 30-second mark, and then immediately start again. That's 2:15, 2:20, 2:30. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 9 minutes and 26 seconds. I'll cut this and I'll wrap it up off camera. That's an advanced 10-minute HIIT workout.